So I recently found out that my dissertation is due in sooner than I thought, and so I've been spending a lot more time doing that. And I haven't been able to go to the gym because I've been trying to be more focused on that, getting that done. I don't think I've seen. I don't think my body looks as good. I think I've lost a bit of weight as well. But yeah, that's just the position I'm in. That's what I look like. Yeah, as you can probably see, I can see a bit more of my rib cage. And I think I've lost a bit of muscle, or just a bit of mass in general on my shoulders. I don't know. I don't really know how my biceps are. They seem sort of how they were, but yeah, bit decreased. I don't know. Maybe they're not actually as bad. So financially, I'm just still in the same position that I was always in. Academically, I'm actually getting on with my dissertation, and it's actually feeling good being able to get the work done for that. I need to do a lot more, but I'm doing okay. Socially, I've recently been going over the past couple of months. I've been going through some problems with someone who I've been seeing. But it's I don't know. It's hard to kind of. It kind of makes me feel like I don't really want to be in a relationship with anyone, anytime soon ever. However, I still do feel a bit anxious when approaching people in the world, but I think that's also just something I just need to just I can talk myself down, and I can pep talk myself, and I don't have to get so stressed out and worried about overthinking interactions with other people. Socially I haven't really been doing too much, but I have spent time with the people who I enjoy being around, and that's been lovely. It's a blessing to have good friends. Physically, I haven't been able to go to the gym as much, or maybe have not been able to, but maybe I'm coming up with excuses for why I can't. And I have been thinking to myself, well, actually no, you can still make time for these things. You just have to sacrifice other stuff. Mentally, I haven't been doing the best, to be truthfully honest. I've let a lot of things be at the back of my mind and not address them. I've realised how much I use the things around me to distract me, rather than actually deal with the problems that are faced with me. And I think that's probably maybe a larger thing that we are all faced with nowadays, especially with our phones, because our phones can very helpfully, helpfully or unhelpfully, they can take, we can be experiencing something negative, and if we don't experience that, we can just distract ourselves for a bit, and it never goes away. You still have that negative feeling, you still need to process it, but it's like offloading it off to the back, where you just have to deal with it later on top of probably 15 other things, when you could have just got it done earlier. I think I might be losing, I'm not sure, I think it potentially is the case, but I think I might be slightly going bald or something, maybe over time. So it's probably something that I guess I'll probably have to address, though maybe going bald won't be too much of a problem. Yeah, at least where I feel right at the moment, I don't feel like, I worry that I'll never be a good enough partner, or not a good enough person for someone. And I think also I'm really struggling at the moment with knowing what I want to do and having the confidence to do it. I think I'm too scared to do quite a lot of things, and so I've been using like games as distractions from these things. I've been using people as distractions from these things in my life, where I think, oh no, like, you know, we can deal with it later. Let's just go and have some fun. Let's go and do this little fun thing. Let's go and like walk into the town, just walk around the shops and talk and stuff. And I've been using people as distractions, not like using them in that sense, but yeah, I haven't confronted the things that are bothering me. I do feel a bit shit, because I do feel like I've almost let someone down. There was someone who I've been seeing, and I don't know if I would be with them in the future. And I think having that at the back of my head is guilt, and trying to deal with that situation, trying to listen to them and try to be honest with them and open with them and also comfort them, has taken a lot of emotional, just in general, just labour out of me. So I have just kind of wanted to zone out. I've been thinking to myself more and more, like, very selfishly, like, I wish I didn't have to deal with this. But I think that's quite silly, because at the end of the day, they're the person I care about. I don't know. I don't think I should neglect others, but I should also have some level of like ability to not have to deal with that in a way. I don't know. I'm conflicted on that part. Anyhow, that's how my life has been. Yeah, I guess the kind of the key worries I have is that I'll never find someone that I'll like be able to be with, and one of the reasons why I started like self-improvement stuff was along the same lines as I was inspired by someone like Hamza, because the whole point of it was to just keep on improving myself. So essentially I get more and more validation that I'm a high value person from other people. That's essentially what it's boiled down to. And maybe out of guilt, I've decided to try not to follow that. So maybe I will decide to follow it, but at the end of the day, it's more validation. It's not, I don't necessarily need that. I think it's fine to have some validation from other people. You need to have a healthy amount of understanding, like, of the people around you, because they can give you some objectivity on your life, but obviously you don't rely on it. You don't dismiss it and you don't rely on it. You should have a multiplicity of validities, so when one falters, the other one props you up. And they should be honest ones, obviously, as well. I think those have been the two things I've been struggling with. I've been struggling with the idea of actually being okay for someone in the future, and being able to raise some kind of good family, being able to find someone in the future, not missing out on any opportunities that are presented now, but also not just using them as like distractions for my future. So I think that those are conflicting interests to me, and I haven't been able to work out each one and each one's nature to work out how they can't conflict and how they can actually kind of work together. And I think also the other thing is the thing about purpose. For the most part, before I started self-improvement, I was very much into politics, and I wanted to start like a YouTube channel explaining like kind of more left-wing theories on politics, and communicating these things to particular groups of people. But I think that, I'm not really sure now, but I moved from that into self-improvement, and the idea was essentially, well, just keep on doing these things, and more, like, people will be friendly to you, more and more you'll get attraction from girls, more and more you'll, like, feel good about yourself. And I think that that's all okay. Maybe that all is okay. I'm not sure about whether I really need to rely on the validity of women. But at the same time, I feel like if I don't engage in those things, if I don't try and work hard to, like, be friendly with women and, like, to feel natural and calm around women, and like sort of, like, I guess, make moves on them, then I don't think then I will feel natural and calm. Sounds stupid, but I want to be able to, like, I feel like I want to, for instance, like yesterday, I went out to the supermarket with my friends, and I was constantly thinking about how I was presenting myself, and how I was presenting myself to the people around me, and I don't know, that kind of shit just bothers me. I want to be able to walk into a place and not have those thoughts in my head, just walk about and do my own thing. And I think a lot of that probably just boils down to bad mental health. I should just be honest, and I should actually just start actually carrying out habits which do improve that. So I think that's ultimately what I need to do. I think I'll be seeing a lot less of the person that I have been seeing. Though I don't really know how to navigate that, because I need a lot of time to myself. I need a lot of time to improve my mental health. I need a lot of time to even just cook food and just meditate and just think and just write and journal. And I find it hard to be able to do that while also having someone around me who I feel somewhat of a responsibility to help out and to listen to and to care for. So I do find that a bit stressful. And then I often think to myself, like, there's times when I'm not looking after the other person, then I use those times quite stupidly and selfishly, where I'm thinking, okay, I don't have any time, I don't have the energy to, like, engage in something I want to engage in, so I'm just going to spend it on my phone, just going dead for, like, an hour or so. I think that's where I've lost most of my time. It's in the brain dead moments, and then it's in, it's fulfilling, it's that I'm not really fulfilling the other parts that I need to do, like get nearly as much work done, like work out my purpose, like improve my mental health, like eat healthily and go to the gym. And I think I've been thinking that spending less time around the people around me, like this person I've been seeing, would allow me to be able to be more productive and be able to do more things like that. I just don't think I've handled it the right way. But then, if I did feel that, and if I did feel like I understood how to deal with it, there wouldn't be any problems. The problem is precisely because I don't know. The only way that problems originate in life is if you feel like you're scared and you're incompetent in doing it, just that you feel incompetent. It's just all about knowledge. Anywho, that's been my week 31. Just not as bad as last week. I've recovered, and I have been able to journal a bit more. I've been happy about that, and I have been able to start my dissertation, like actually start like more focusing down on it. And I feel like shit because the way it sort of ended between the two of us. I want to try and rectify it, but maybe I will just have to sit feeling like shit for a while, feeling sad that I've let someone down and felt like I've wasted their time. And them in a position where they thought otherwise. I mean, I have been honest. I've been honest through the whole thing. I don't feel nearly as bad as I would do, because I feel like I have been honest. I have said everything. But I think that the fact that I feel a bit defensive, the fact that I'm saying this and stuff, I think that does point to me being able to realise some level of responsibility, where I could have been more upfront. I could have said things sooner, and I have shied away from that. And I think, being able to take responsibility for that it's really calming. Taking responsibility for things that are around you allows you to actually be able to grow, and it allows you to not be angry at others, because you think, okay, well, no, this is something that I can work on. Like, you don't really need to sit there and go, oh, well, if they'd have done this thing. If you claim responsibility, if you see that there's this thing that existed and there was this problem, and not that it was actually your fault, because there is no fault for anyone. No one is at fault for anything. But if you just saw the phenomenon and you think, okay, I could actually utilize this, and I could have acted this way, and so I'll gain from that, and I'll learn how to do better. And you actually claim responsibility of that thing. You say, no, this is my thing to take on. It can help you not sit there and just go, oh, well, that person should have changed, that person should have done this, that, and the other. Yeah. Anywho, I'll get up for the day. Probably just work on my dissertation. Maybe I could go to the gym as well. Yeah. I think, and I've said this a billion times before, but I think that I'm almost, it's nice to think that I could just return to just following 6 habits in a day, and everything else will be okay. Read, meditate, make someone smile, have a conversation with someone, engage with someone in some way, maybe try out new social skills, whatever. Eat 3 meals a day, or eat my my calorie goals and my macros and micros. Exercise in some way, whether it's stretching or something, and then journaling and gratitude journaling. There's a great deal of comfort that I feel that if I do those 6 things, then it's maybe 0.1%. I've leveled up in my financial situation, my social situations, my academic situation, my physical situation, my mental situation. If I can just focus on just doing those 6 things each day, I feel like the rest will take care of itself. And I think I did start seeing that actually was the case. And I've moved away from that because I've given more time over to other people, and I haven't been able to work out the way of being able to provide other people with time while also being able to carry out these things. And I don't think I was able to. I haven't really got myself in a routine, nor did I stick with the routine. I think I've taken it a bit easy and I've lazed off, got a bit too comfortable. Yeah. So anyway, I'll just focus on doing those 6 things. I feel like I need to almost lock everyone away. I was saying this to one of my friends, and I feel like I just need to close myself off for 2 weeks and just not have to claim any responsibility, not feel any guilt for not hanging out with anyone, not feel like if I don't do certain things then people will be upset. And I think that there is a certain level of selfishness to that. There really is. And no, I probably couldn't do the same if I was necessarily at home. And I think that when I was at home, I didn't fully commit to it because I was still thinking about commitments to my family and stuff. I think that's another thing I've got to kind of come to reconcile. How much time I need to dedicate for other people, and when it's good or bad that I'm dedicating more time to myself. And yeah, I don't know, things like that. What are the actions I'm doing when I am not helping out when I should do? Yeah, anyway, that's been it. I'll see you guys next week.